sit on that fucking rock. Hello. Hi, Nat. Give you a panoramic view. I'll wait for that car to fuck off though. I'll put the audio in a minute. I'm just going to sit in the car, but I just wanted to show you the area first. So, if you overlook those little lumps, so this lump here is Middle Staple Tor. This lump here is Great Staple Tor. If I bring you just over to there, that is Great Links Tor. Been there. That is Great Mist Tor. Been there. And this one's an abandoned house. And then if I turn you round, no. So just ahead there is King Tor. You're going to be seeing that through the car. And that's Hennessy Tor. And if I just bring you over, because I don't try not to get my number plate, that's the phone tower there. That's fucking weighs a ton. I'll invite you as a guest in a minute. Now, I haven't got any audio set up yet. Hang on. Right, I'll set the audio up. I might actually do Great Links Tor. There's no traffic here, so need to put the tripod a bit higher. Oh, it's just so annoying. Oh, that's heavy as fuck. I don't want to take the bag off, it's such a fat fucking put on. The other leg. Come on. I need it to be eye level. There you go. Perfect. Not a bad place to do a live, is it? Just need to check the car, so I need you to come with me because the phone's in my pocket. So if I'm tethering my phone at the moment. I need to get a bottle. I need to get a drink. Not bad. I just need a drink of water, so I'm going to get thirsty. And this is what I have to do. If I just plug you in, if I just set you back up again here, so I need to go back to the car again. I'll just hook you there, and then put one in my ear. There we go. How's the audio doing that? There we go. We'll take that ear out, so I don't need to. Right, I just need to check the I'm charging up at the moment. No, it still needs 1 bar. Still charging. Yeah. I need that for camp. I think that's it. It's a better location actually, because there's no cars behind me. Right, now jacked up, as in audio in, audio out, all good. I think I've got everything. No. Anyway. And boosh.
Hello.
Mate, hello.
You alright?
My phone is in my pocket. Let me just turn the volume up. That's it. I can hear now. So as you can see in the distance, that is Great Mist Tor. Very easy tour to get to. Nice track. That's sort of the edge of sort of all these tours are like on the edge. Just behind this tour here is Rouge Tor, and I actually hiked that in the mist. And you can, if you see the distance from that tour there to that tour there, I couldn't see the other tour in the mist. That's how misty it was.
Blimey.
I was going to give up when I got to that tour there, which is that one. That was Great Mist Tour. I wanted to quit and just follow all my way back down to the car, but the mist dissipated and I could see Rouge Tor. It wasn't that far, but you need to use a compass, so you have to go south. So you have to go south to south to south, and then you'll hit the road, which is there.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially in the mist and at night as well. And a little story for
you?
Sorry?
I said you're a glutton for punishment, you.
Yeah, but I fucking did it though, didn't I?
You did.
So, what I did, there's a little car park. If you just see in the distance there's a tuft of trees there, which is the Four Winds car park. So I walked from there, which is directly north, to go towards that tour, which is King Tour. Couldn't find a river crossing because the whole river was a lot deeper. So I got to King's Tour. Someone was camping there, so I couldn't do like a verbal vlog. So I've just done a night lapse of just having a coffee there. And then the mist came in. The mist actually came in, and I couldn't even see. You see that rock there? Right. So I couldn't even see how distant. I could see that rock, but I couldn't see with my head torch that rock over there. Can you see the rock? Can you see that rock there? So
Yeah.
with my head torch at night, I can see that rock because obviously granite reflects the light, and there's a
Yeah.
rock there as well. I could see that with my
Yeah.
head torch, but at night, the only distance that I could see is about that distance there.
That's mad.
That's how thick the fog was. Last night, the fog was very thick, so I parked up. I parked up here actually.
All right.
And there was cattle in the road, so I stopped here by the tower. Can you see the mist? Let me just take you off. Right, the mist. So at night, that phone tower, I can't even see in the mist with the red lights. It don't pick up red light on here, unfortunately. Can you see that mist at the bottom?
Yeah, I can, yeah. Looks like the phone tower's just hovering in the sky.
Yeah, but there's one there and there's one located just a bit further on. Can you see the phone tower in the distance? If you just look closely at the red dots which are in there, there's a phone tower there as well. So your phone would triangulate from that tower there, which is miles away, to this tower
Yeah.
here. So that's how, because it's radio signals, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when I'm hiking at night, I use the phone tower to basically navigate. At night, I know that I'm going in the right direction.
All
But
right.
when it's misty, you can't see it. But when on a clear night, you can actually see it. So I use sort of phone towers as a pivot point. And at night, you can actually see silhouettes. So you use quite a lot of, like, you turn your head torch off. So when you're hiking this type of terrain, you'll have a look at night and you see the silhouette of Great Links Tor. And you turn your head torch off and you go, okay, I know what tor that is. I need to go that direction. But if I show you, if I take you off, all this terrain here, I would not want to walk on.
No, that's probably boggy as anything.
And up there are potholes and everything like that. That's why paths are designed the way they are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's hidden dips in there you can't see through here. Like you could trip. Can you see that hole there?
Yeah.
That's the sort of terrain that's over there. So way from that car park down there that leads the track all the way up to there.
All right.
But if you come off any of these, which I've done in the past with a lightweight pack, I need to twist my ankle. Let's go for a walk. Fuck it. You ready?
Okay.
That's why I've kept my phone in my pocket. That's the problem yesterday. So I could see this terrain. I could probably walk on that. I can walk on that fine. So that's why you need a good head torch. So can you see why I have to have a 350 lumen? A 250 is not enough. Can you
Yeah.
see that dip down there?
Yeah.
So that's what I need to see, don't I? So I need to be quick. So if I'm walking at this pace, I need to look. Nope, I can't go that way. Oh, I can't go that way. Avoid that bit. Then you come up here. Oh, there's a nice track there. And obviously these will be bouncing off light as well.
Yeah.
So, and can you see that dip there?
Yep.
Can you see the dips down there?
Yeah.
This is why you got to stick to the main path. But if you can see it, this is like a little track that are going up to there.
Yeah, I can see.
And you got to wear people say you can just wear normal trainers, but I prefer to wear high boots to protect my ankles from rolling.
Yeah.
Just imagine I'm all the way at that tor and I've twisted my ankle and the car is here. That's a long way to go. You're going to get exposed, aren't you?
Yeah, of course you are.
So that's how dangerous it is. I've actually got a story for you.
Go on then.
I'll face the camera to tell the story.
Okay.
That's why I adjusted the height. I was going to do it in the car, but because I'm wearing layers, I don't really need to, and I've got a Costa. Save time, my son.
For someone that don't like Costa.
The thing is, for a meal deal, you can't really go wrong. The sandwich alone. Let's see if I got. Let's pick someone with better light. No, too many cars. I wanted to do overlooking King's Tor. Shall we? Fuck it. Follow me.
Okay, I'm coming. Wait for me.
Quick, there's a fucking car coming. Oh, the car's in sight anyway. No one's gonna fucking go into my car anyway. Good luck trying to fucking drive my car. It's full of fucking shit.
No, it is.
Right, I want to come off the road because it looked more cinematic if I come over here, away from the main road. The ground's a lot drier today.
Is it rained? It's been lovely, yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely today. That's why I had a meltdown. But I'll talk about that in a minute. That was a proper fucking meltdown today. Oh my god. Right, I'll just adjust that there. I want King Tor in the distance. There. That's King Tor there. That'd be more cinematic. What do you reckon? More
I just think
cinematic?
it looks lovely, yeah.
Not a bad backdrop to do a particular topic, really.
No.
So, I was at, oh, that's fucking shit. The fucking Tor's there. So if I
You
stand,
put the door right back in the middle of the shop.
oh, but come on.
You need it to the left or the right, don't you?
Yeah, the thing is, can you see how long my cable is? I don't have
Yeah.
long reach. So, and also I need to interact with the camera. That's why I set it up in the car originally. But because I'm actually just eating, my temperature's gone up. I had like a meal deal, but the thing is, all that calories I'm burning off, like the chicken, not the chicken, the sausage, bacon. Hello, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
I don't like calling people bitch, sorry. Hello, Kelly. I think it's Kelly, your name.
It is
I don't like,
Kelly.
yeah, I'd rather call you Kelly, that's fucking nicer, mate. Let's get that in fucking shot before I set up a... Right, that's how much room I've got. So if I just tilt you up just a little bit more. There, no. So I've got more reach. If I just move, the problem is with that front facing camera, it's got a different angle, isn't it? If I put King Tor just in that corner there, can you see King Tor, which is there?
Yeah.
Perfect. I've got more room. Yeah. I can move around. I could be more fucking animated. That's better. Fucking hell.
You're a nightmare.
Right, story time. So it popped into my head because we had a group of guys that come to the campsite. Really nice guys. They sparked off something. I'll just show you the mist first. You've got to see
You've just
that.
done all that, and now you're going to move the camera.
No, I can remember the shot now. I just got to put it in the corner. Can you see the mist coming in on that Tor?
Yes, I can.
You see that fucking mist?
Yeah.
Can you see the mist just at the bottom of there?
Yeah.
And the moon is just slightly poking through.
I can see it, yeah.
Can you see why I don't want to stay at the campsite? Do you know what I mean? You can't see any of this at the campsite, can you?
No.
Look at how beautiful that is. Now you know why I stayed so long at Cox Tor, so it's a good view. And because I've got a phone tower here, I already envisioned that I wanted to come to king tour, because you've got the phone tower, which is right there. Yeah.
Kelly sent you a request to join the live.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the sorry, Kelly, hang on.
That's what I do.
I can't. Yeah, you're my filmographer assistant. Right. Hello, Kelly. Do you want me to tell you what the tours are before we begin? Before I tell my story?
Yeah.
Right, just ahead of me. Can you see that in the distance? That's called Great Mist Tour.
Okay, yeah.
Can you see the mist coming in?
Yeah.
Right, if I start from the bottom here, can you see the little notch on the left there?
Yes.
That's Middle Staple Tour. Can you see the notch here?
Yeah.
That's Great Staple Tour.
Oh, wow.
And that one there is Rouge Tour. Now we've got the King Tour, which is right there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then we've got a nice phone tower. This is why I picked this location, is because of getting a better signal for a live. Okay?
Oh, wow. Look at the sky. Yeah.
No, it's mad, isn't it?
And I've done a misty hike going up to, from Cox Tor to that tor there, and it's reasonably straight. I couldn't even see that tor in the distance. And when it opened up, I walked there, but I had to use a map and compass to get from there to there to there to there to the road.
Oh, wow.
It was thick. I couldn't even see with my head torch. I couldn't see my car. That's how misty it is. I could only see where that little sort of tufty grass is.
Yeah.
Right, let's tell a story. Now I've got to set up the shop. So it was. There we go. That goes right in the corner and right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I can move around a little bit more. There, but I haven't got a light. I've got to go and get my flog light, I reckon. What do you reckon, Nat?
Yeah, I think it's going to get dark pretty quickly.
Right.
Got a hell of a lot darker in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go back. I've got to go and rummage in a bag to go and get the light. It's a good light. Right, where is it? Oh, you bastard. Right, I've got to do by touch.
Right, not anything.
Fucking blind. Because otherwise I have to take the whole fucking bag out. I don't want to get the whole bag out. Come on, where are you? Where are you, bastard? Come on. Right, I'll let you look at that. I'm going to let you look at the view while I rummage through my bag.
Okay.
It's fucking boring. Right, you look at that. That's much better. There you go. I could concentrate on using my touch skills. I think I put it right at the bottom, so I didn't think I was going to use it. Come on. I fucking found it. I fucking found it. Yeah.
I'll get a headache.
That's because you've been drinking, naughty girl.
Oh.
She's been out in the lash.
I haven't. I went down Southsea.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was. I went in the water, nearly fell straight on my face.
Oh, nice.
Was the water cold?
Bloody freezing.
Was it for the shit?
Yeah, full of seaweed, and I can't say it on the live because I'll get bananaed, but full of
Yeah, I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
And I mean, there was millions of them, and they were having a wedding as well. Did you know in their culture, and I am
Be a
not
bit
lying
careful.
here,
Be a bit careful what you say on the live.
yeah, when they get married, they dip the bride in the water.
Really?
Yeah, and this is God's honest truth. I was stood there, obviously in the water,
Yeah.
and they dipped her in the water, and I'm like, I actually said to them, I didn't know you did that. They went, yeah. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but
Strange.
you do that when you baptise someone, though, don't you?
Yeah, but she actually had a wedding dress on.
That's fair
That's
enough.
what confused me.
You don't dip the whole body in the water when you get baptized.
No, they did.
Yes, you do. You do.
Yes,
A
you
full
do.
baptism. Full baptism.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They put you in a cold bath. Well, a bath of water.
Yeah, you're washing away your sins, aren't you?
And they actually dunk your head in the water and dunk you back out again.
Got that. Glad I was
Yeah.
baptized.
I might have to research that on the wedding. I'm quite interested in that's. I was very naive
Yeah,
to
it was
that.
really fascinating because I actually said to them, I said, I'm not being nosy. I said, I'm just being dumb here. I said, I didn't know you did that. And they said, yes, sometimes that's what we do. But she was actually in a full wedding dress.
You've
Light
completely moved the camera.
Because there's no fucking light there. The light's coming from the other side. So we're going back to the original place. So I want to, obviously, there's no light there, but there's light over here.
All right.
Oh, I see.
Can you see?
Yeah.
It's got to be cinematic. There's no point in like doing a vlog if you can't see shit.
That's better, yeah.
Needs to be a little bit higher.
Higher? I can't get it any higher.
No, just tilt it.
What, you want it higher?
There you go.
There.
So, no,
That's it.
That's it.
Slightly that way, there.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
it.
I want that sky there. That looks fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
look at that.
I was just about to say that sky over there looks beautiful.
Perfect. It's got to be good, isn't it? Otherwise, fucking it's
Yeah.
shit.
It's absolutely pitch black here in Portsmouth. Absolutely pitch
It's the
black.
cloud cover, probably. How's that? Before I begin my story.
Yes,
that
that's
alright?
brilliant.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's why it takes so long. But I've got a fucking car in shot. That's shit.
No, if you stand there, you can't see it.
Ah, I blocked
No,
the
you
car.
can't see any cars.
Ah, good. So if I just tilt that just a little bit that way, so at least you get to see all that
Yeah,
light.
that's it.
So that's
Yeah,
Tavistock,
that's
which
beautiful.
is those lights there is Tavistock. So you just got that notch, which is there, which is Great Staple Tor.
That is
story
beautiful.
time. Story time. So
I'm listening.
I was at a campsite, and I had a group of I think there was 2 lads. There was a lady, different nationality. Bear with me. Let's start again. I just have to double check the car because
He's OCD about.
no, it's because I'm charging something up. So if it's charged, then I need to take it out. So you end up overcharging the battery.
Where are your keys?
My keys are in ignition. The car's turned on.
All right. Okay.
So when you're charging anything, because it's 26 milliamps, you can't really leave the engine off because you're going to drain the battery.
Which I know is right because my dad told me that one.
It's true because I've fucking done it. I've fucking flattened my battery before.
Bloody hell.
It's stuck in the middle of nowhere, mate. Do you know what I mean? I had to get the AA to come out and charge up my battery. It's fucking scary. Anyway, So I'm at the campsite, okay. The
Yeah.
usual setup that I showed the other night. I also will be publishing what I just filmed today, but I'll do that after I've done the live, because obviously I wanted to film this live. It was going to be in the car, but because I've climatized to the temperature, I can stay outside. Anyway, so I was at the campsite. I've got to set up like I usually have, and there was two guys that were there, and they'd done a night hike, so they sparked off, because I used to do night hikes before. They sparked off me doing night hikes again, because they just told me, oh, we just done a night hike for about 2 hours. So I thought, brilliant, I'll do that. And then I was speaking to the lady from a different nationality. Is that crisp packets?
No, sorry.
So this lady was talking, and she was telling me that she doesn't have a lot of knowledge on using the compass and stuff like that. And she's going to go south of the moors, which is here, which is south of here. Okay, and the terrain is uneven, and she had a heavy pack. I looked at all of her equipment. She's got a heavy tent, which is about maybe 3 kilos. She's got a camera, which is a DSLR camera. All of her equipment is quite heavy. So when you start walking on uneven terrain with a big massive weight on your back, when you go down the ditch, your ankle will twist, and you've got a risk of having exposure. So I just said, just be careful. So I left it there. So in the morning, and can you still hear me, Nat?
Yeah.
So in the morning, I was having my coffee. I was sat sort of facing this way. I didn't have a tarp over the tent that particular time. So she come up to the tent and said, can you do me a favour? Can you drop me to Princetown so I can like top up on some food? I said, I'll do you one better. I'll take you to Tesco's, because there's nothing in Princetown, and at least you can go to Tesco's, get what you need, and then I'll drop you off where you need to go. Okay? And she went, yeah, fine. So on the way to there, I stopped off a couple of places so she could take some pictures. And there's like an old quarry. As you come a little bit further back that way, there's a disused quarry. So I took her in there. She took some pictures. I stopped at the Four Winds car park so she can take a picture of King's Tour. Then she went in and done some shopping. She left her pack in the bags. She left her pack in my car. So I said, take my keys, my car keys, while you do your shopping. And she said, well, I won't, you won't drive off. I goes, you don't know who I am. So you need to be a bit careful who you can trust. Do you know what I mean? So like, I gave her my car keys. While she was doing that, I got all the maps out for Tynehead Farm. I know it's an easy route. It's literally just one path. You got to go to one Clapper Bridge, cross another Clapper Bridge. Even in the mist, you just take a compass bearing from one Clapper Bridge to another, and you'll reach the farm. There's a nice little brook that runs through there. She could filter her water. She'd be fine. I plotted a route for her as well, which is on OS maps. So I plotted a route from that campsite, the Tynehead Farm, Wild Camp, back down to Post Bridge. There's only one route. So I plotted that out. When she came back, I said, look, here's my OS maps username and password. Use that if you get lost. Here's a map. Here's the maps. There you go. Then I dropped her off. After that, I dropped her off, went back up to Fernworthy car park, dropped her off right up to the edge of like the forest itself. And I said, right, I'll see you later. And she had a question. What do you want from me? I said, nothing. I know that you're safe. I know that you're going to get to that place and you're going to be safe, because I already walked it twice. No, 1, 2, 4 times.
Yeah.
One to recce it, one to come back, one to pick up the pack and go there. and then obviously walk on the way back. So, and I've also done it in the mist as well. So I ended up going in the woodland, getting some firewood, and then in the mist using my map and compass. I had like a glow stick on my tent, and I put a glow stick on the entrance of the farm so I could see that in the mist. So I know that she'll be fine.
Yeah.
And she just said, well, you've done this for me. You could have gone hiking to me. It's gonna rain tomorrow. You've missed a day hiking. I said, I don't care. All I care about is to make sure you're safe. Because if anything happens to you, that's on me. That's on me. I don't want anything to happen to you. And I said, all I ask in return is for you to pay it forward. If someone needs your help, please help them. And she went off. And I'll never meet her again. Never.
You're such a decent bloke.
I can't do it. I can't stand there and just watch someone going to South on the Moors. And I've done it myself when I first started hiking with a lightweight pack from Princetown up to, I was trying to get to Fox Tor. I came off the main path, and I was going into ditches. I go in uneven terrain, and I needed to roll my ankle like more than once. Then I was with a friend of mine. I said, we can't do this again. Then when went to Sheep's Tor to see if we could get a path up there, and we got lost. It was just a recce. We ended up going back to Plymouth Feathers, which is in the field, and you don't see shit. I sat there. I set my tent up. Oh, I'm going to bed now. I went, all right, okay, just leave me to it. I drank my beer, and because I was drinking on my own, I just poured it away and went, well, fuck you then, mate. Fucking, I'll go to bed then. And I just sat there in this field going, there's nothing to see here. Nothing. This is not my idea of coming to Dartmoor, to be in a field enclosed by like a fence. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was so pissed off. So when I went to Tyne Head Farm, which was my first wild camp, yeah, it was magnificent. You could see all the stars, you could see all the landscape like you could see here. This is my idea of a wild camp. Do you know what I mean? Like, not to like see the stars, see all the lights and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
when I first went to Tyne Head Farm, I was in awe. I filtered my own water by the stream, which is by Catadine, and you just pump the water through really quickly. I was like drinking the water. It was so nice and fresh. There was no fluoride in it. It was beautiful. I had that experience. This is way before I started filming that. So I know when that woman told me how I had to develop all my navigation skills. I had to go out and practice hikes around Hampshire to build up my my experience and practice. I went, I can't do this. I've got to practice in rural areas. Do you know what I mean? With prominent footpaths. Do you know what I mean? When you come to Dartmoor, the fucking paths disappear. They disappear at night. They're gone. During the day, you can see a mile and go, oh, okay, that path leads around there. So I practice loads of night navigation on my days off or after work just to practice my skills. I developed into going away from the phone onto a map and compass, because when I was camped at East Grinstead, and this is an example, when it's dark, it's fucking dark. You know what I mean? If I just show you how dark it is.
Yesterday.
So
that is bloody dark.
yeah. So I was in a field, a square field. The map on the OS maps, not the OS maps, some sort of app that I was using, was telling me I was over here, but I was not. I was over here. I had to go round, like, you know when you go in a theme park where you've got to use your hands to get out of a room, in a mirror room, and to find the door. I had to go round an edge of a field to find the turnstile, which is straight ahead, opposite the other one. But because it's foggy and at night, and the light on your head torch is dispersed by the water droplets, I was going round in circles. After that, I went into a woodland, and I couldn't get out the woods. I couldn't get out the woods because the app with the phone signal, because you're in a woodland, was sending me off into different directions. I went and I started to panic. I had a proper panic attack. I went, oh my God. I went, oh. What about this bit here? Can you see anything there? No? No? No.
No, it's just
Fucking,
dark.
it's fucking shit, isn't it? Yeah. I want you to see something in the background. That's it. That's perfect. So, this is why I helped that lady, because I knew if she would have taken that pack south of here, she would have gone through what I went through with a light pack. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went in woodland and the mud was that thick, yeah, but soft, and your feet just literally sunk into the ground. Yeah, literally sunk. And you know, when you see a cartoon, I was running like this to obviously get it across, and I went shit, like, and that's like in New Forest. Just imagine she walked south, went into a bog with all that fucking weight, damaged her ankle, and it was raining that day in the evening. Imagine her being south. That's what I was thinking. That was what I was thinking when she told me. I had a sense of dread for her. Like, she's going to go south, like I had to experience myself with a lightweight pack, and it's going to piss down with rain, poor visibility. She's going to twist her ankle. She can't get a fucking phone signal. She's fucked.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand by and not help her. I had to. I sacrificed my day of hiking, but maybe that would have saved that woman's life that day. Or maybe nothing would have happened.
You never know.
But it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, but the fact is that this person was going there, and it's the same with someone who doesn't know what to do when they go up mountains with, like, not the right gear. And someone steps in and goes, hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
I've heard stories like this guy's on top of a summit, yeah, and his tent was flipping over while he's in the tent because he pitched it up too high. He had to escape from the tent. She's going with the tent.
Oh my goodness.
With a sheer drop. Let me invite Andrew. I'm not sure if he's gonna. And who's the other guy? There you go. D Hamid. He's probably in bed.
Probably. I don't know the time difference.
I don't know either. Right. So, meltdown. You ready?
Yeah.
So, I got up. I filled up the thermoses and went, okay, I fill up the thermoses now. I bought them from the car. Then I went, I don't want to fucking leave. I looked at all the paid campsites and that, yeah. Looked at all the B&Bs, yeah. £60 for a B&B. There's a travel lodge, yeah, which is £60. There's a campsite, yeah, where literally you pitch your tent next to the car, but there's no scenery. You're just in a fucking field. Yeah?
That's ridiculous.
And I'm like, I'm paying £60. I want to stay here, but I'm not going to spend £100. The travel lodge is £100 for 2 days. That's £50 a day. Yeah. But that, if you're paying double, if you're paying as a couple, then it's a lot cheaper. Do you know what I mean? Because you're going Dutch, which I do with my partner. But I was like, I'm not spending another fucking £100.
No.
So at the campsite, I was like, I don't want to fucking go back to the fucking home. Do you know what I mean? If I go home, I am going to be so pissed off because of the time it took to get here. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to move pitch, but I've got no fucking choice. So I have to get up early tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? And get in the fucking, get the tent down, get the tarp down. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just literally going, I'm going to sleep in the fucking car then. There's no fucking point. Do you know what I mean? Because I walked up to the pitch, yeah?
Yeah.
I walked up to the pitch and went, that's a long fucking walk when it's pissing down with rain. That's a long walk. It's like at least like 5, 6, 7 minute walk. You need to put full waterproofs on. At least with the pitch that I've got literally a minute to get to the thing. I could just wear my waterproof jacket.
Yeah, your car's quite near.
I could put my jacket up, yeah, grab my stuff, bring the stuff over there, do you know what I mean, really quickly, and then I'll just be a bit damp on the jacket, but because of my heat it will dry. But if I walk up there, I have to wear full waterproofs, so I have to put everything on. Then I've got to fucking get in the tent, and I've got to stay in the tent, leave the waterproofs on to evaporate, do you know what I mean, because they will dry with your body heat. because I've
Yeah.
done it before, and I'm going, this is going to be fucking horrific staying in that fucking tent, mate. Like, the car's like 10-minute walk away. I want to grab something from the car. It's fucking 10 minutes walk away. I've got to fucking put my waterproofs on. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or sometimes I just want to sit in the car and listen to the radio. Do you know what I mean? And just chill out with back support. Do you know what I mean? In a tent, you
Yeah.
don't have back support. I just want to sit down in the car and just fucking chill. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just sit there and just fill up my thermoses from camp, bring the thermos in there, just drink a coffee, listen to the radio. You know what I mean? Catch up on my TikTok with power coming from the car. It's not draining my battery. I can't do that at the other camp. That's why I was having a meltdown. So I went, okay, let's go for a fucking walk. Let's walk up to the Leak campsite, okay?
Yeah.
Stepped over. One of the dogs came over. Last time I had the dog come up to me, he got aggressive, so I was a bit reluctant. So I put my hand out for him to smell me, and he gave me a sort of mini cuddle, do you know what I mean, with his head. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's a good. I was like, oh, thank you very much, and he just like walked off afterwards. Went up to the Leak campsite, analysed the whole road, and went, I can drive up here. Okay, where am I going to fucking park? So I went up to the campsite, walked around the whole field, picked a spot that's next to the brook, which is a man-made one, which is like it's sort of U-shaped. It's made out of concrete, which channels the river. So that's not going to get too deep. It's not going to like saturate the whole area. Do you know what I mean? Because it's uplifted. Where I pitched the tent, it's not going to be boggy when it rains. It's going to have a runoff. So I went, that's fucking perfect. And I looked around the scenery and went, actually, I could see some of the hills there. I could see here. Actually, I stood there going, this is a new place to pitch the tent up. Because I've got all this room, I could set the camera up further away and I could do some nice night lapses from here. If it's okay weather, I could probably use a fire pit. The fire pit's there. So I can, if I can have the car here, then I can bring the firewood over. If it suddenly rains, then it don't fucking matter. I can either go to my car or go to my fucking tent. Do you know what I mean? So I've got two choices. So I made a phone call to the owner when I got back to the car. So I felt a bit high in spirits. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Yeah.
I said, look, just to ask you, because it's been bad weather, because of where I'm pitched at the moment, it only takes me about a minute and a half to get to the campsite, and I don't have to put waterproofs on. Is it okay if I park next to the campsite? And he said, you can actually go into the field. So you can open the gate and park the car in the field. I went, are you sure? He went, no, that's fine. People have been parking up there. And I put the phone down. I'm not joking that. I'm not joking. I was so happy. I was so overwhelmed. And I screamed out, yes! I don't have to fucking leave.
That's
Do you know what I mean? I'm literally, obviously, I don't want to leave. So, obviously, as I left, I went, okay, what time does the swimming baths close? They shut at 8:30. Went into Tavistock, filled up the petrol, went, okay, let's have a shower now because it's getting a bit late. So I know as soon as I have my coffee, I'll start chilling, listen to music, and the place is going to be shut. So I had my shower.
So you don't
which I
stink
need.
anymore.
only my clothes. I've got to change of clothes to change into, which is on Monday.
I'm joking.
No, I do have a change of clothes. The only thing I did change is my socks because I have like a base layer. So underneath, I have a base layer. So I have leggings, which are compression leggings, and I have like a compression top underneath, which is tight against the skin, and that wicks away the moisture.
Yeah.
And that's the layer that keeps me warm.
Mm.
So everything that's on top is trapping air. So all my sweat is being released through that first layer, and it's being protected. So that's keeping me warm, basically. So I'm wearing compression leggings that I used to use for the gym, which are about 20 quid, but they do work. Do you know what I mean? And obviously it stops the fabric on the outside. If it's slightly damp, then you can sort of get away with it.
Yeah.
So that will be changed on Monday. So I'll go back to Tavistock after I clear down, have a shower, have a change of clothes, freshen up. I've got a nice like different top that's clean. On here I've got a stain of I fucking brushed my teeth. So I walked into the fucking into the swimming bar. So she looked at me. I went, "Can I use your showers, please?" And she probably looked at me and went, "You probably fucking need one as well, yeah." So when I left there, I went into Tavistock, got the meal deal. Obviously, decided off the cuff. Film a vlog. Do a live. Fuck it. The car's right there. Originally I was going to sit in the car, and then I decided because it's not bad weather, if I just switch you around.
Yeah.
You see any lights there?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I can see a couple of twinkling. I think that's the phone.
No, you can't see shit.
Or it might have been headlights that I saw.
No. It's fucking dark as fuck now, isn't it?
It is.
Right, if I use the front facing camera, I'll turn it off, and then at least you can see better light. So the rear facing camera. If I switch you around, oh, that's better, isn't it?
Oh,
That's
look
better.
at that.
What about that? Yeah, that's much better, isn't it?
Oh, look at that sky.
Yeah, the reason why I bought this S8, the front facing camera, as soon as if I've got a light source, then it picks up really good light footage.
Yeah.
I did film the moon for you last night on this camera, by the way. I'll upload it after we've done the live. So I'm going to sit here for a little bit. And because you've got the phone tower there, oh, look at that. Come on, fucking yeah.
No, it's full moon tomorrow.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
I'll keep it like that, mate. So at least you've got something to look at while we talk. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
What I'll do, I'll cross over to the other side.
Just stay where you are.
How's that? Is that better?
Yes,
that's
fine.
Better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit particular about when I film because I like nice scenery in the background. For example, when I'm at a tour with the granite rocks, I like to light up the backdrop. At least I've got a scenery behind me, so you're not just seeing complete darkness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I set up if I do a fire, which I probably won't have. Because I'd rather spend the time doing something like this, which is more unique. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is better than just keep doing campfires. You know what I mean? Because I'll get bored. I'll get bored, mate, of that.
Yeah. So what's all that then? Is that like a village or something there?
So that is Yebbleton there. That's Yebbleton over there.
Right, okay.
Just over there where the phone tower is. Can you see the phone tower? No, you probably can't. I can.
No.
Where that there's some twinkling there. That's Tavistock.
All right.
That's a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger than Yebbleton anyway. So, and in that sort of direction, there's during the day you can see Brator Reservoir, which is a very nice reservoir.
Is that where that river goes down to?
No, I got to find out on the map where it goes down to. I think it goes down to Venford Reservoir. I have published on my YouTube channel Venford Reservoir anyway. I haven't done a hike there yet.
All right.
Because of the weather, I can't fucking do it, mate.
No.
It's not worth it. It's fucking shit. You can't see shit.
No, it's proper dark, isn't it?
Yeah, so obviously because I had that good news, it started to spark loads of ideas. Like, okay, what can I do? Now I know I don't have to go home. I can just relax. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like, okay, I've got to get up in the morning. Then I've got to do this. So my plan tomorrow is to lazily clear down my sleep system where I just let all the air out and I roll it, put it in a black bag, pull it in the car, take down the tarp properly and like obviously pull it in the pack so it doesn't take up too much room in the car. Then clear down the tent and roll it in such a way, and just roll it loosely, put that in a black bag, put that in the car, go to the new campsite, set the tent up, then the sleep system, because I've already set it up, I just have to roll it out and just blow up the air mattress. That's it. That's how quick it's going to be. The tent will take about 10 minutes. I might film, if it's not raining, I might film a live setting up the tent. So.
But you can't have your tarp up at the new one, can you?
No. So that's fine. I can live with that. At least I've got the car to go to, and I've got.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 places. I can't have a campfire because of the rain there, because it changes so quick. If it's a clear night, then I'll film not on a live. I'll cut all the wood up by doing like a time lapse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or a night lapse, and then when I'm constructing the fire, then I'll do a live that way, because if I start using an axe, it's deemed as dangerous activities.
Yeah.
Even though there's a guy on YouTube and TikTok, his job is to chop wood, and he is.
I know.
Have you seen him? Oh my God, he's fucking handsome. Fucking handsome as fuck as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
Why do you
fucking
think I follow him?
Huh?
Why do you think I follow him?
He's fucking very clever though. He knows his stuff though, doesn't he? He starts working. Because I watched him, I was like, because I was cutting this piece of wood and I couldn't get to it, and I went, Cole, take off the fucking husk first. Take off the husk. That's what he tells you, because it's holding the actual thing together. So I took off the husk, and I tell you what, it split better because of that guy.
Yeah. More than just a pretty face, isn't he?
Oh my God, because I watched him, I learnt so much from him, do you know what I mean? What a fucking nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think about me turning? What do you think about me turning around the meltdown?
I think you did well there.
I fucking nearly gave up. Do you know what I mean? I got to walk quite carefully.
You don't give up.
No, I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy about not going home. Right, I need to. Right, you look through there. I've got to get something. I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy with that. The owner actually letting me like park in the actual field, mate. I'm fucking happy about that.
No.
But
I've been going. Very tenacious.
What does that mean?
Like, you keep going.
Oh my God, I ain't got no fucking choice, have I? Right, I've got to just close my eyes, open my eyes. That's it. I'm using my night vision to navigate. Open my eyes.
No, don't do that. You'll fucking hurt yourself.
No, I've got the light coming from the car now. Oh my God, that was fucking horrible. Yeah, what you do, you just have to shut your eyes, and even when you're driving, you can shut one eye at a time, and like basically to get your to night vision back. Like my night vision's improved now.
All right.
I think assassins do it because what they do, they shut one eye.
Yeah.
They're special forces, aren't they? So they shut one eye and basically, oh, look
at that.
I fucking gave you a moon, that. There you go.
You did. Oh, you gave me the moon. Thanks, mate.
You did ask me, didn't you?
I did.
There you go. Let's turn you around because I've got to get you in the notch. That's it. So I could turn you up there.
Look at that.
Normally I set the GoPro up, but I ain't got fucking time to do that shit.
There's something magical about the moon.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fear. I don't know. I think who's that scientist? He said, let's see if you can see that silhouette of that tour. No, you can't. You can't see what I can see. Maybe I need to wipe the
No.
lens. Let me wipe the lens a little bit.
I think it's just because it's too dark. Look at the colours coming off it.
Yeah.
That's mad.
That's what I was like at Cox Tour. Can you see why I didn't leave?
Yeah.
I was like, why am I going back to the campsite? And then I tried to get the footage for you last night, and I went, because I'm in a valley, obviously I'm limited on where I could see the moon.
Yeah. Look how much that's lit the sky up though.
It's nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Right, I'm just going to hook you up. I'm just going to go back to the car, and then I'll be back 2 seconds, and you can keep looking at the moon, yeah?
Yep.
It's in my fucking pocket, my son. Fucking all that time. Oh my god. Fucking Jesus. All that time looking, fucking it's in my pocket.
Oh, you've done that.
Oh.
Is that actually orange at the bottom?
No, it's
Is
not,
it
no.
just the screen?
No, it's just the camera picking it up. That's why I wiped the lens. Let me just wipe the lens again. No, it's not. It's nothing to do with the lens. It's just
It's
what it
just
picks up.
it's just the camera.
The thing
It
is,
looks all orange and green and ethereal.
well, the TikTok thing compresses the video, so
Yeah.
what this camera can pick up is better than what the TikTok app camera is like. Do you know what I mean? It reduces the image size.
Yeah.
So if I took this just normal video, I could pick up all of that
Yeah.
much better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I picked. This is why I picked this particular phone for filming. But there you go. I turned it around now. That's good. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I nearly went home tomorrow. My partner's not happy that she goes, you might as well stay there. I was like, she's not happy with me.
Oh God.
She's not happy with me.
Did she not know you were staying till Monday then?
I told her. I told her on Monday. Yeah, I told her. I made the decision on Monday. I got an extra £10 out to give the owner, and I messaged him as well. That's why he messaged me back and said the campsite's being used on Saturday evening.
Mm.
That's why I had that meltdown.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be shitloads of people there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be disturbing them. Hang on, I've got to do a fucking picture thing, I think. Yeah. There you go. Picture. You got to do a picture. Invite. Oh, let's invite you. Andrew. There you go. Not bad.
No, that looks amazing.
Yeah, I might do in the future. Obviously I can't do it here. I have to put the camera on the other side of the road because
Yeah.
obviously the lights fuck up the night lapse. You know what I mean? I need to position
Yeah.
the camera the other side. If the moon was coming from that direction, because I've done the sort of night lapse of King's Tour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Which is
did
quite
one for
nice.
me, didn't you?
Yeah, it was quite a nice one, King's Tour. And I was just sat in the car, but it was fucking cold as fuck. Like, so it gets really exposed up here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So normally I'd sit in the car park that's opposite, but because originally I was going to set the camera up next to the car, as you saw in the video that I
Yeah.
posted, that I was going to sit in the car and just chill in the car. But now I thought, fuck it, because I could be a bit more animated outside the car, like as in I can move the camera around. You know what I mean? You can't do that in the car.
No.
Like I could do that. Look.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is sometimes I'll park here and just use the phone tower to sort of listen to the radio and look at the view.
Yeah.
And obviously, if I was gonna, yeah, what I'll do after the live, I'll upload some of the footage on the S10 Plus using the songs that I've already listened to. And went, oh, that'd be a nice one. There's a new one by Whiskey Brothers.
Oh, is that the one you sent me earlier?
I think so, yeah. They actually thanked me for using one of their songs, actually.
All right. Cool.
And I recommended for Andrew to co-host, not co-host, but to what the hell happened to that cable? To sort of like they wanted someone to go on their tour with them, and I suggested Andrew, but they said, "Oh, we've already booked someone." So I'm hoping that. Oh, can you see the silhouette now? I can in the camera. Can you see a silhouette of Hennessy Tour?
Yes. Yes, I can just make out a little lump.
Mm. I can actually see that with my eyeballs. That's why I'm wearing contacts.
Yeah.
Wearing glasses, because you've got the glare of the actual glass itself. With the contacts, I can pick up much better. So can you see what I was talking about at night? When you're walking at night, turn off your head torch and you can see a silhouette. Right, that's
Yeah.
Hennessy Tour. That's where I need to fucking go to. I've been in situations where I had to sit on a granite rock and go, right, where the fuck am I? I don't know where I am. Turn off your fucking head torch and look at the terrain. Oh, it's right there. When you're on your own, literally, and because I use the GoPro now to film all of my hikes, because at the end of the day I've got nothing to lose. I'm just gonna film it. Fuck it. What's the point? I'll do a fast lapse, and if I come across something like losing my head torch, I filmed it. I was properly panicking that. I went, I can't get off this fucking tour. And if I walk back the same route, trying to look for my compass, I'm gonna get lost even more.
Oh, God.
And I sat down and went, right, your phone is about fucking 20%. That's gonna go down quick. So I got my anchor charger out, put that in my mat pocket, and I had that attached to the phone as I'm walking. Do you know what I mean? Trying to get off this tour. I don't know who Cody is. I'm not inviting him. No way. He looks fucking dodge.
I'm gonna
Handrake. Handrake is quite good. Shall I invite him?
call. I don't know who he is.
Hamshake Drake. He does sort of impressions.
All right. You write who
It's up.
you want. You're live.
No. It's up to you.
Do what you want.
Yeah, I don't know who
It's
he is.
your live.
I don't want to like different when someone invite Andrew again.
I would imagine Andrew's on his own live.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he always sings "Live My Life" when I come on, just to sort of like reach out to me. Do you know what I mean? Because he knows
Yeah.
how much that song means to me. Especially I've told you the story, haven't I? So
Yeah.
I was not in a good place in that.
No, I can imagine.
Like to be here, like because I've had those fucking meltdowns, it's actually helped. Like because
Yeah.
I resolved that situation, and then all these positive thoughts started popping in and going. I tell you what, have a fucking shower. After go and have a shower. I stayed in the shower for like literally 40 minutes and that just stayed under the shower, literally like no phone on, nothing. When the phone was left in the car, I went, you need to switch off, and I'm under the shower just enjoying the shower, and I came out and all these positive thoughts came out.
That's good.
Honestly, like I went for a walk, I dropped all my stuff off. The towel is actually drying in the back seat at the moment, which will be dry by the time I get back. Went for a walk along the river, didn't film or anything. When I don't want to film, I just want to enjoy the scenery. Looked at the river Dart, went back to the car, went right, let's go to Tesco's, go and buy a meal deal. I think I bought some pastries to eat in the tent, which I'm looking forward to when I go to bed. Just those little things, mate. I just walked around and because I was such a high, I forgot to get the 2 Costas. That brings down the price of the meal deal. Like because the sandwiches alone, the triple sandwich alone, that is like £4 on its own.
For a sandwich.
Yeah, but that's a triple one.
Yeah, but it's a sandwich.
Yeah, but these are fucking big old sandwiches, aren't they? It brings it down to £4.25. So you get a Costa, which is £3 on its own anyway, isn't it?
I don't know. I use Starbucks, mate.
Yeah, well, Starbucks are the same price. So
I don't
a
drink coffee.
So the coffee alone is £3, yeah. The
Yeah.
sandwich is £5, plus the crisp is another 70p. That all comes up really high. So I
Yeah.
went into the till and I went, why is that fucking so expensive? Oh, I forgot to get the fucking Costa coffee. So I asked the lady, I went, I'm really sorry I forgot the Costa coffee. So she actually left it open for me. So I just come back and just add the Costa coffee. And it took like at least £6-7 off.
Yeah. Look at the silhouette now.
It's nice, isn't it?
Isn't it?
At least I know what the front-facing camera's limited on, so it's okay if I got light sources coming from everywhere. Then it picks it up quite well, the front-facing camera. But this is amazing. The night photos on here are fucking amazing for this camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a couple of night photos of this setup with the moon, so I'll upload them later. And then obviously after the shopping, I just went, right, let's go and drive to this location. Switch on the radio. Obviously I messaged you and went, look, I'm going to definitely do a live here, but I just sat there and I just went, I'm trying to eat this sandwich as quick as possible because I'm running out of light. And I went, slow the fuck down, you're going to fucking choke. But I'm trying to eat this sandwich because I know my temperature's going to drop. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got nothing to burn. And now, obviously, I'm feeling quite warm because obviously that bacon, egg and sausage is digesting in the stomach, which is producing energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
which is keeping me warm. Where I've done a hike which is at King's Tor in a bleak, I'm talking about bleak, the one I showed you earlier,
Yeah.
which is in that direction there, that direction.
Yeah.
So I've got hand warmers on each hand, on each wrist, because you're supposed to put them on your wrist, not your hand, because that's where all your arteries are and all your capillaries and stuff like that. That'll heat up the blood, which goes to the rest of the body. So I
It
wrapped that.
also cools your body down if you put cold water on it.
That's what I do as well.
Yeah, run your wrists under cold water if you're too hot.
Yep, and it does work.
It does.
So I'll have a hand warmer, because I wear long sleeve. I have to wrap it round a couple of times around the actual hand warmer, so it'll burn your skin if it's on direct contact. But I have 2 hand warmers there. It was bleak. The wind was coming in. I went to like King's Tor and I was like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna touch the tour and I'm gonna go back to the car. It was fucking cold as fuck. I even saw a tent there as well, and I thought, you got to stay in the tent. There's no way you can sit out here and enjoy like these views at this type of temperature. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, for example, even being up that high with a tent, you know what I mean? Like, if it's really like blustery wind and cold, you got to stay in your tent, because you're just going to get cold.
Yeah, in that wind and rain.
In the wind and rain, yeah. That's why I didn't want to leave that campsite. Because obviously it's in a valley, so because it's in a valley, it's not so, the actual temperature difference from down there to here is a lot warmer.
Yeah.
But it's a lot moister because it's got a rushing river next to it.
Yeah.
Oh. I just bent down and fucking clipped that out my ear. Yeah, that's a nice campsite. It's like, if I had kids, I'd be bringing them down there. There's a guy that I met there.
Now?
Sorry?
Where you are now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. There was a guy that come up to my, I've already told you, come up to my setup like drunk. I went, you got a lovely like setup here, mate. I went, oh, thanks, mate. And I saw him again, and he said he set up a tent there, and obviously paid for the pitch. So because he lives in this area, him and his missus, yes, he's got kids as well. Just him and his missus, after work, they'll go on the campsite, spend some time together, and then they go to work the next day. They'll go. Like, I met him again. He's such a lovely guy. If you ever met him, he's such a genuine, nice guy. Do you know what I mean? And he'll chat to anyone. And I remember he come through once, and I was chatting to him, and he was carrying one of his kids on a backpack. Like, you know, you can put your kids on sort of a backpack thing as you're walking and hiking and stuff.
Yeah.
So he said, "Oh, have you been like wild camping?" I went, this is the only time I've been, mate. I do other stuff now, so I'd rather go travelling. I get bored doing wild camping all the time. He's like, oh yeah, that's all right, that sounds good. And they walked off, and I thought, what a fucking lovely guy. Honestly, some people are just genuinely nice. You chat to them and you're just like, they're so nice just to talk to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll always remember him, because I thought, what a genuine nice guy. And I remember one guy that was at the campsite there, and he's just like, yeah, we're just enjoying our beers. And I just looked at him and I thought, I was about to fucking leave anyway, but he didn't like me. He fucking did not like me. You could see the distaste in his fucking like face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's lost.
Basically, yeah, he's fucking lost. Oh, that moon's coming out, my son. He's poking its little head out. Yeah. What I can do, I'm not sure if I can do that. What I can, with these lives, I download all my lives, so I make little clips. Do you know what I mean? I also put the live up as it is. So The lives that I do with you, I'll take the audio out
Yeah.
and just make little clips. Obviously, something like this, I can use that footage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can use that song for this one. Take on Me.
Yeah.
What about that? Take on Me.
Yeah.
That'd be quite euphoric, isn't it?
It would. Yeah.
Yeah, it's poking up a little bit. It's poking its little head up. He's coming
So
out.
get out of my way, clouds.
Yeah. The actual GoPro picks it up a lot nicer though. Like it slows it right down where you can see all the clouds sort of come over, and it's sort of like it's swimming across the moon. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
But obviously I'm not setting up the GoPro. So
No, not now.
no, I'd rather spend the time talking to you, mate, really.
Yeah.
I've done all that anyway. I've been here and done all the time lapses of the moon and stuff like that, so at least I know it's a good location to do a future time lapse, you know what I mean, of the moon. Because the moon
Yeah.
sort of is coming from a different direction today. It's still coming from south to north, but it's coming from east, southeast, sort of direction at an angle.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that I saw was at Cox Tour where they had fireworks, and they had these particular fireworks that start from the middle and becomes a sphere. And I was like,
Oh,
wow. I got out of the car and just watched it. I had all my cameras switched off, but I went, I don't care. I ain't got time to sort of miss this opportunity. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
The same as the other night. I spent like at least 2 hours like filming that night lapse of the moon, and then when the clouds came over, then I stopped the time lapse. But I'm glad I stayed there for like 2 hours just charging all my GoPro batteries up. You look at the moon while I have a look at my charger. Bear with me.
Okay.
There we go. Still
How they
got
doing?
one bar to fucking charge up. It's a 26 milliamp. It takes hours at home anyway to like
Oh,
charge up. But I need that. I need that for filming.
yeah.
I attach it to this. Like this is like 59%. My phone here, because it's producing more energy to send the signal to the phone, is at 73%. So if I wasn't near the car, then obviously I'll have to use the leads to charge it up, so I could
Yeah.
produce stuff like this. This is why I spend hours. Like Hound Tour. Have you seen my Hound Tour video?
I'm not sure. I've watched quite a few.
So I was at Hound Tour. The car's literally where that tour is here. That's basically where the tour is. It's a very short walk.
Yeah.
So I got up there. I set the camera up. I was trying different light sources and it wasn't working. So I ended up using the O light, only one O light. I've got two of them now. So obviously they take up like only one AAA battery. So I am using less batteries. But originally I was using the head torch, but it takes up 4 batteries.
All right.
And that obviously goes through all of my batteries a lot quicker. So I'd rather use like 2 batteries to light up one area, or sometimes just one O light would be enough. But if I was
Yeah.
at, for example, Hound Tour, I had to light up the background and light me up because I wanted to basically heat up an MRE mill, which is just a
Yeah, you told me about them yesterday,
yeah,
didn't
boil
you?
in the bag. Is it boil in the bag
Yeah.
basically? And they're very good. So I just done like a all day breakfast, and I heated that up while I was talking in front of the camera, because I was still new to filming. I look back on my footage and go, maybe I could have put an O light which is closer to the rock where I'm going to do a distance test, and obviously have one O light facing me and one O light facing the destination that I'm going to go to.
Yeah.
They're the sort of things that I learn when I look at my footage and go, actually, I could have done that a bit better than that.
But that's how you learn, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So the O lights are the only thing that I could think of, and that one that I was talking about, which is probably about 2,000, maybe 3,000 milliamps for like a cassette light, which is like a floodlight.
Yeah.
But you can't be using your external charger to keep that going because it will drain it. So I'll have to buy another 26 milliamp external charger to power that type of device. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this one that's on the top of the camera is 2,500 milliamps. Because at 10%, I can do multiple, I could say hours of footage just using that.
That's mad, isn't it?
So 10% is enough. Like, but if I put it at 100% at 2,500 Kelvin, and that's
Yeah.
then that will probably last for maybe about an hour and a half.
Right.
But I don't need to use that for what I need it for. Like the fog light, you only need it at 10%. It's just to light your face up.
Yeah.
What type of story would you like me to talk about before I end the live?
I don't know. Tell me about one of your many adventures.
I'm trying to think. Foggington Tour. I've already told you that one. I told you that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
That was when the mist came in. Oh, so Bear Down Tour. I went up to Bear Down Tour, filmed that, found a failed letterbox, which is like a geocache, because obviously the seal went on there and the water went in, and literally the notepad that was in there soaked up the water, and obviously the ink in there is obviously bled into the water, so I emptied it all out. So coming from there at night, they had live firing going on as well, and you can hear that in the background and when I was filming. So the path was taking me, and I looked at my head torch and I looked at the terrain and went, that is boggy as shit. I can't go that way. I went round back to that same spot 4 times, Nat. I went, I can't go across it, mate. I'm going to sink into that fucking ground. I can already see it with my head torch. So I cut my losses, went back to Bear Down Tour, and I got lost. I hit a boundary line. And there was a ditch, like literally a ditch in front of me, and I stood there and my phone was at like 7%. When I put the lead in, the lead was a faulty lead, and the phone switched off to save itself, and I didn't know how to sort the phone out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I already pinpointed where I was on the OS maps, but after that, when I put the charging lead in, it stopped working. But I did have a backup phone, which was the S10 Plus. But I don't want to be walking around with my S10 Plus and drop it on the floor.
No.
Because it's my filming phone. Do you know what I mean? At least with the S8, I have it in a bag. If I drop it on the floor, it's not my main filming phone. Do you know what I mean? It's my everyday phone. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I stood there and I went, you have to wait until you get back to the car, mate, to fix a problem with this phone. You know where you are. And I had a proper meltdown. I switched everything off, and the mist was in. It was misty as well. And I sat on the rock, and I had a proper fucking go at myself. I went, turn your fucking head torch off. look at the silhouette. If I show you round, and you'll see what I can visualise, what I had to visualise. I'll turn you round. Can you see all that silhouette? Can you see the terrain?
Yes.
You see all the silhouette. So the light is bound, sort of giving you some sort of idea of what that terrain looks like.
Yeah.
So I looked, if I just adjust you so you go a bit higher, that's it. So I looked at the ditch, I knew where the ditch was, and I looked on the left and saw a nice gradual incline, and it sort of sweeps around. And I went,
Yeah.
right, you know where to go. Change your head torch batteries now. Have a smoky, which I did. And sit down. Did you do a screenshot?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's got my number plate. Oh well.
No, it's only for me, and I'll crop it anyway. It's
No,
just I
I was
wanted
talking.
that with the moon.
Yeah. So I changed my head torch batteries. I'm taking deep breaths at the same time, and deep breaths do work. I swear by them. You get more oxygen into the brain. And I'll tell you what, I looked at the train before I left and went, you know where to go. Get up to that summit, okay? You know where you are on the map. You've taken a compass bearing already. Get up to the summit and follow the compass. Once you get up to the main path, which I did, you're going to take a compass bearing, you're going to go south, and you'll hit the man-made river. When I hit that man-made river, I felt like I won the lottery. I didn't need a compass after that, because you've just got to follow the river back to the campsite.
Yeah.
I was home free, and I filmed all of that. I filmed it all, and I went, I'm fucking back. Thank God I got back, like, safely. Do you know what I mean? The whole purpose of me filming is this is what I'm doing at the time.
Yeah.
I'm doing this anyway. I'm doing it. I'm just filming what I'm doing. Like, for example, when I've done the drives here, I haven't filmed any drives this time because I've done it all. I'm not going to utilize all of my memory, all of the energy on the GoPro batteries, or the memory on the S10 Plus to film something I've already filmed. This I've never filmed. I've never done this before.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say something and I've forgotten what I was going to say.
So this is going back to what I said when I was at the Abbey at Winchester Castle, Wolverley Castle. I'm there anyway. Some of the stuff I didn't even film. When we went to the mill, the Winchester Mill, I didn't film it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to take it in, and we walked along. There's like, they split the river up a little bit to obviously channel the water so it comes through the mill a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So obviously it's going to turn the mill to like grind the grain. Do you know what I mean? They put the grain at the top, and then it does it all for them.
Yeah.
So that obviously that was the quickest way they can do it, instead of doing it by hand. But the thing is, I looked at my partner and went, have you noticed I didn't film any of this? Because I wanted to just experience this with you without just filming. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's what I was going to say to you. Like, do you film everything, or do you actually experience things without filming it? But you've just answered my question, so...
Yeah. So I turned off, me and my partner went to Victoria Country Park, yeah?
Yeah.
My phone was left in the car on purpose because you're looking on TikTok, looking on YouTube, looking at all this stuff, yeah? Being overstimulated, yeah?
Yeah.
I left it in the car. I got jealous because she put the radio on, but she was looking for her phone, looking at Facebook. I went, I'm feeling a bit jealous, and I went, stop it. There's a nice boat over there. Look at the water. We sat under the shade, you know what I mean, out of the sun. It was a lot cooler. And I sat on the stones with her. She ate something. I wish I brought my coffee with me. I was fucking jealous. I should have. But the thing is, I just bought a bottle of water with me. That was it. And all we did was walk around. I think we went to the graveyard. Yes, it used to be a hospital there.
Yeah.
I used to, World War One, I think it was, where they brought them in on train tracks, and obviously that was a hospital at one point.
Yeah.
So we got back to the car, and I tell you what, I felt so good because we spent time together, and I didn't film anything.
Yeah.
So gets quite addictive, and then it gets a bit tedious. For example, when I set the tarp up and the tent, all I did was just do a night lapse. All I had to do is just keep changing the batteries. For me to set up the shot with this phone to film it in normal speed, it would take me too long.
Yeah.
I haven't got time. It's raining. It's wet. And the phone's going to get saturated, so I can't do that anyway. Even if it was a clear night, I can't be bothered because I've already got that footage before.
Yeah.
So there's a time and a place for me to film. For example, before I done the live, I just listened to the radio and that.
Yeah.
And just looked at the scenery and just went, okay, I want to do the live, but you need to enjoy what you can see.
Yeah.
Like the time lapses, the night lapses are fucking easy because it's just press the button, get the right angle. For example, I position the camera so it's facing up, position it because it's trailing upwards, so I don't have to move it again, and do a continuous one for an hour, and just sit in the car and just listen to the radio. And then maybe update TikTok. The other night I didn't even touch TikTok. I just went, just listen to the fucking radio, mate. Listen to the radio, message your partner, and just look at the moon. So, yeah, there is a time and a place. There's a time to film and there's time not to film. I did have an idea of going into Foggington Tor today, but because of the meltdown, that took away my time.
Yeah.
I was like, am I gonna have a barbecue? Am I not gonna have a barbecue? And I bought 2 meal deals just in case that doesn't happen. Because last night I drove all the way to a fucking petrol station, yeah, which is a Waitrose one, and it's £6 for a fucking meal deal.
Bloody hell.
But it wasn't about just getting the meal deal. It was going for the night drive and listen to music.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that cleared my fucking head out. Honestly, it cleared my head out. Then that's when the mist came in, and that's when I parked up here. I parked up right there, and just sat in the car and just went, you can't see shit, but why don't you just look on the internet and download some music or whatever, because the phone tower's right there, and just chill for a little bit before you get to the campsite, because the phone signal down there is going to be shit.
Yeah, it's not great there, is it?
No. So I know where the toilets are. There's a 24-hour toilet which is in Postbridge, and there's one in Tavistock in the Guildhall, which are both 24-hour. So they're 2 places, so obviously I could do a number 2, because sometimes when it's pissing down with rain, that you're going to get wet.
Yeah.
And when I twisted my ankle 1 year, which is in November, I wanted to go camping, but it had to be a low-key one. I couldn't do any hiking at all. So I couldn't climb up to where I normally obviously dig a hole and stuff. I had to utilise the 24-hour toilets because I couldn't walk anywhere. I had a brace on and everything, like a leg sort of ankle sort of support. I wouldn't have been able to walk up there. I would have restrained it. So I had to I'd done a winter camp, and it was my first snowy camp.
All right.
And when I came back in, I had snow all over the tent. I was so happy. And with the GoPro, I filmed it, just obviously taking off the snow with my hand, like literally, and compacting the snow around the edge of the tent.
Yeah.
Because what that does, it creates like a little mini igloo at the bottom. It retains the heat better.
All right.
But you need to take the snow off anyway, because it creates too much tension on the fabric at the top. And there's a guy called the Outdoor Gear Research is called, and he done a snowy camp on purpose with that particular tent that I got, which is a Snug Pack Scorpion 3. And what he had to do, he had to set the alarm. He would have to get up. Yeah, he already made a snow shovel, which he made out of one long stick, and he hanked up. He made like a sort of triangle. And he'd go outside the perimeter of the tent, and he'll scoop all of the snow on the perimeter of the tent, take all of the snow off the tent, then do all the whole perimeter, go over to the tarp, remove all of the snow, then put the tarp back up again, and then go back to sleep.
That sounds like an awful lot of hassle.
He fucking loves it. He's been doing it since a kid, you know what I mean? He went, I'm going to showcase this tent for what it really is, and I'm going to take it out in a snowstorm. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to use to go. And he's done it before. And that's why I ended up buying that tent. I went, I'm definitely buying the tent. It's going to keep me warm, do you know what I mean? And it did. So he's the one that inspired me to film, do you know what I mean? Because I accidentally left my glasses inside the tent, so I had to fucking fix the inside of the tent, do you know what I mean? But there's still a few more pinpricks, but the air gets through the fabric, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to put tenacious tape on each one with seam seal, but I had to do it in such a way so I don't stick the whole inner together, because all it is just super glue. But I had to fix like the inner because I damaged it. But I filmed that because I went, nobody's done this before, and I'm doing it anyway. I made a mistake, and this is what I've done. So I filmed it, and I took it out, and obviously on the last January, and I found a couple more holes. So next time I take the tent out, I bring a marker pen with me, and I'll mark it while the tent's up, do you know what I mean? So I can't put this tent up indoors; it's too big. The size of the tent I can't put it up in my lounge. My lounge is too small. It takes up quite a lot of area. The poles alone are like about 2 meters, 2 meters long, I think.
Yeah.
So for me to like properly fix the tent, I have to put the tent up, and I have to mark it with a marker pen. And then when I put it on the ironing board, which I'll line with a black bag, I'll have to fix them individually on one side and the other, and let it dry, and then move my way around the tent to finally make the thing like completely warm, because you don't realise when you're in -4, that air comes through and makes you cold.
Well, yeah, the air's bloody freezing, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, I had a thermometer which I bought from Tesco's, which is only £1. There, the moon's gone.
I know.
There you go, you can see that car instead. So that's the sort of things that I film because I'm doing it anyway, but I'm never going to film like that again because there's no point. So coming back to your question, I don't film everything. Sometimes, like I went for drives yesterday and I didn't film anything. I just went for a drive. I went for that night drive and I listened to Angel and Airwave. And there's one that's called We Are What We Are. And I was singing along to it, and I felt euphoric, and that sort of helped me get to the decision that I came to today, because obviously I had that meltdown, and I just went, right, go up to the campsite, see what you can do, and that sort of like ask the question, can I camp there? And I said to him, sometimes I come back at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I'll be opening 2 gates. Is that okay? And he just went, no, that's fine. He said, as long as you don't come into the farmyard itself, then that's fine. 2 o'clock in the morning is fine. So at least I know that he knows that I'm going to be coming back at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because especially when I'm doing night hikes, so I'm going to get up earlier tomorrow, break down camp, set up camp, and if it's good enough weather, I'm going to go for a hike.
You say that, party animal, and then you never get up.
I know, but I've got to get up tomorrow. I've got no choice. I've got to clear down the tent and relocate the tent to somewhere else, don't I?
Yeah.
I've got no fucking choice. I have to set the alarm. Even if I'm tired, even if I have like 2 hours, 3 hours sleep, then that's fine. Like, I'm not going to do that barbecue, so that burger that I bought is going to go in the bin.
Oh, you didn't do it?
No, because of that meltdown today. So I was planning to go home tomorrow, wasn't I? The plan was to just basically just go to Tavistock, have a shower, come back to camp, spend time at camp, chop some firewood up, do a barbecue, and then that's it. I was going to do that for like a live, but I was just like, things change, don't they?
They do indeed, my friend.
So this, at least I've experienced. Oh, it's coming! It's coming! Oh,
Coming back out. Oh.
So after this situation, like yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see why I don't want to fucking leave?
Yeah.
Can you see this is like my playground? You know what I mean? Look at that.
Yeah.
You don't see, it takes 3 hours to get here, mate. Like, the time that it takes to get here, I've already paid the £40, you know what I mean, to stay. If I want to extend my stay, yeah, it's only £5 a day compared to 60. One of the sites is £20 a
What,
day.
a day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why do you think I had that meltdown? £5 a day. That's nothing, is it?
No.
What I could do, I could extend my stay even more. I can decide to go back to to set up the pitch again.
Don't think your partner would be very happy with you.
She fucks off for 2-3 weeks on her fucking holidays and leaves me on my own. Oh, I'm going to go to Wales with my friend. Yeah, go. So she goes on holiday. Do you know what I mean? But she knows why I'm here.
Yeah.
She knows the fucking hardship that I've gone through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I've got to transition into another place, back to another place, which I'll have to DM you.
Yeah.
I have to switch off basically before I go back to work.
Yeah.
So I'm strong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first time that I was free, it took me a bit of time to adjust. Do you know what I mean? Because I wasn't free.
Yeah.
It's horrific. And what that Swedish guy was talking about hits home to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The actions that were taken towards me, Nat, was fucking horrific.
I can imagine.
So for me to leave here like today, do you understand why I had that meltdown?
Yeah.
I said, I'm not ready to go home. I'm gonna go and pick her up. That's it. Once I get home, because I've already spent my disposable income coming here, and it's not going to cost me any extra because I haven't really gone anywhere. It's only meal deals, you know what I mean? So if I got to stay within Hampshire, and there's nothing much to do. I think.
Tell me about it, mate.
No, I could do some hikes and stuff. Do you know what I mean? In the New Forest, but when it's been raining, that place fills up like a fucking sponge. You know what I mean? It's boggy as shit there. I went in the woodland.
There's less to do when you can't drive.
I know. I used to get public transport all the time. Fucking hell, it takes so fucking long to get to a destination.
I know. And then you get all the dinlos on there.
Well, my partner turned up at 12 o'clock in the morning, mate, from a night shift. So I said, I can't fucking let you get a bus at fucking 11 o'clock at night. Then it takes you an hour from there to get home.
That's ridiculous.
So because of the parking at Tesco's and at Sainsbury's, because I got a parking ticket for Sainsbury's 2 hours afterwards, because I had to contact the RCN on the phone, I should have relocated the car. I got a fucking £40 fine. So because she stays over, I have to park in a separate car park originally to pick up at Sainsbury's. So I'd like, because she sometimes has to stay after work.
Yeah.
And the same as where I pick her up, I park up at the same place and it only takes 5 minutes to get there. So she messages me, right, I'm getting changed. Okay, I'm relocating the car. I'll meet you there. By the time I've driven there, it's about 5 minute wait to pick her up, which is close to work. So that's my obligation and I don't have to do it. But when she comes home at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, it fucking worries me. Do you know what I mean? And I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Because in Southampton we had that racial attacks, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
People were being dragged out of their cars.
Yeah, I know.
The manager asked me when I was driving the van, can you drop people off? And I went, yeah. These people are still here. These people who are attacking these people are still in the community. I don't understand this racial targeting, do you know what I mean? And when people start talking about immigration, that's hate speech. I'm not going to get involved with hate. I'm not talking about hate speech because I'm in an interracial fucking relationship.
Yeah.
How can I talk about fucking immigration?
You can't. And it's not what your channel's about anyway, so it doesn't...
No.
Doesn't matter.
My
anyone
partner
that
has
brings
to...
it in there... Well, like, I said to that bloke the other day, didn't I? Fuck off.
What did you say to him?
I told him to take his politics elsewhere. And he kept going on.
Did you like the way I handled it?
I did, but I'd have just blocked him because I ain't got.
No, he got bored in the end, didn't he? And the thing is, I wasn't watching his comments, was I?
No.
He went, "Oh, I love you, I do, I love you," and I'm like, "Well, you're fucking weird, mate. You are." I looked at the messages and went, "He's a fucking weirdo," or she, or whoever.
Yeah, there was two of them.
I don't mean to disrespect. And I'm like, think before you open your fucking mouth, mate.
Isn't it?
Because at the end of the day, immigration has been happening since the dawn of time because we're nomads.
Of course we are.
We go from we used to, at one point, we were following the fucking woolly mammoths. Do you know what I mean? It's the only point of fucking food that we can get. We fucking hunted them out into fucking extinction, you know what I mean? Look at the dodo. Look at the dodo, it doesn't exist because they had to fucking eat. No, it doesn't exist.
No.
So if people want to talk about immigration, look at the whole world. It was built on it. The British Empire.
I don't think it's that so much. I think it's that they're coming over and doing bad things.
That's not down.
Not all of them.
No, the thing is, we have to use international nurses, international doctors. We have to use particular brain surgeons who are from other countries who will save your fucking life.
Oh no, but they're legally here, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They have to pay to be here. They have to
Yeah,
pay.
but they didn't come on one of those things and through 8 safe countries
Mm.
and paid lots of money.
These people are being exploited at the same time.
Yeah.
These people are being exploited at the same time because it's a way
They
out,
are.
isn't it?
But
I worked with someone from Bahrain, yeah, and he couldn't
yeah,
get a job in Bangkok because of his passport. He couldn't get a job.
that's a
There's
bit sad.
racism right there. Because he had to leave his country because of his he's a Christian and they were killing loads of Christians at that particular time. He had to leave the country, otherwise he would have died.
I don't know what
That's
this
that's that's experience. And the thing is, I found out he was exploiting me because I said to him, I asked on his behalf to the school that I worked in, and he met up for a coffee with me. And then as soon as I told him I'm really sorry, I did ask, he went, oh, I'm going to go now. I went, right, I just travelled all this way to come and meet you, to have a coffee, to be a friend, and you fucking ditch me because I can't give you what you want. I was heartbroken.
Oh,
I was reaching out to him to be a friend, to meet up for a coffee, do you know what I mean? But as soon as I found out he only wanted one thing and that's it,
yeah.
I was gutted. I'll tell you one more story before I go. I've just got to check my external charger. Right. Can't see the hole. There you go. Right, I've locked the car. I've turned off the car. The keys are fucking here. The keys are here. Keys are here.
Okay.
I do not want to lock my fucking car's keys in there in fucking Dartmoor
No.
in this fucking weather. Imagine it fucking lashed it down.
Look at
Imagine
that
that.
cloud bubbling up.
I'll just tilt you just slightly up there. Yeah, so I had a friend called James, okay?
Yeah.
So he's the one that I went to Dartmoor with, okay? And we tried to go out Sheep's Tor, and he said, "Oh, I'm tired. Let's go to Plymouth Feathers." I went, "Okay, yeah, okay." If I was on my own, I would have found a fucking spot on Sheep's Tor, okay?
Yeah.
That's how I accomplish things. I push myself to do it, okay? That's how I got
Yeah.
to Tynehead Farm, because I slept in the car and went, I'm not going home, because I didn't have access to the knowledge of the campsite that I'm now. I had a work colleague tell me the name of the campsite. Without him, I wouldn't have known about the campsite. So that's my backup when I go wild camping here. So I was friends with him for years. In the end, I'd done the driving test the same time as him. Do you know what I mean? We created some sort of bond. When my partner was going through thyroid cancer and the loss of the baby and stuff like that, she had a miscarriage because she wasn't producing enough thyroxine because her thyroid had cancer. So I asked him to go round and spend some time with my partner while I'm at work. Hey, she's not on her own, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then he started to get fucking bitchy. Because I started getting into like wild camping. I went to paid campsites, do you know what I mean? And went to wild campsites, okay? Different
Yeah.
locations, one in Exmoor, one in Somerset, do you know what I mean? One up in Suffolk, which is a lovely campsite where they got toilets there, do you know what I mean? Running water, and it's nice and wild. You've got a nice fire pit. So I ended up just practicing lighting fires and stuff like that. So I was talking to him about that, the gear that I was getting, and he was starting to become a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
So in the end, I lent him money as well. Do you know what I mean? He didn't pay me the money back. In the end, I stopped being friends with him, and it broke my fucking heart.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to do these things.
And that's a male, not a female.
Yeah.
When a male fucking like exploits me or tells me that like doesn't accept me for who I am and starts bullying, no, it's sort of underlying bullying, isn't it? When
Yeah.
someone starts saying, "Oh, I don't like this about you," and I'm just thinking, actually, there's
Well,
so
that's
many things I
manipulation.
I can tell you things about you that I won't tell you because I accept you for your flaws and whatever. I accept
Yeah.
your character for what it is, and I won't ever fucking belittle you. I'll take you for what you are. But when someone starts questioning your character or just saying, "Oh, I don't like this about you and like that about you," then you have to fucking stop being friends with them. They're not true friends.
When people show you who they are, mate, believe them the first time.
Yeah, you need like. Do you remember that guy I told you about who genuine? You talk to him, he's a genuine guy. When someone's
Yeah.
genuine, that guy's just talking to you just to be sociable. Do you know what I mean? He's just being
Yeah.
friendly. He doesn't want anything from you.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate people like that. As in, actually, he's a nice guy. I had a guy that I met at the campsite I'm staying now,
Yeah.
and I sort of like I said, look, I'm hiking at the moment. I'll meet you at the campsite, and I rushed back from a hike, yeah, and he wasn't even there.
Oh.
Another time is when I stopped like interacting with him. He said, "I'll meet you at Roadford Lakes." I went to Roadford Lakes, yeah,
Yeah.
filmed the lake, filmed a couple of things around there, had a sort of stayed next to the car so I wasn't too far away, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, "Where are you, mate?" He went, "Oh, sorry, I forgot."
What a dickhead.
And every time he says, "Oh, we should meet up," like, "Oh, I'm in this area." No, I'm not even going to interact with you. A YouTuber, I'll tell you about this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I met up with him here and he started picking out my flaws in my character. "Oh, you're so much like him and him." I picked a hike, yeah, and I slowed it right down, yeah. I done a
Yeah.
hike which is an easy hike, which is at Meldon Reservoir. We went up from the car park, up the river, and come back for a quarry and back again. I wanted to go down a stairwell to recce the area because I
Yeah.
saw on YouTube this guy is actually wild camped here within the wild with the Dartmoor map. He said, "Oh, I'm tired."
For goodness sake.
Before then, I made him a drink, yeah, overlooking the quarry. Normally, I'll sit there for about like at least 40 minutes,
Yeah.
just sitting there, resting, have a coffee, chill, slowly drink the coffee, then go back to the car afterwards. It's still daylight. I made him a coffee first, then I made myself a coffee, packed away the cook system, which I normally do, and then the last thing to do is to drink the coffee and then wipe it out and pack it away. I was about to drink my coffee, yeah? He got up and walked off.
Oh, nice.
Just left me there. So I said, look, I need to go in. Remember, he was driving me around, so I felt like I was being a bit controlled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if he leaves me there, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're screwed, yeah.
I felt like he could leave me there and cop and just fucking leave me there.
Yeah.
I felt vulnerable. He abused my trust.
Yeah.
I went shopping and I went, don't you ever fucking meet up with this guy again. Now you got to deal with him at the campsite and you got to put a front face on. For example, was at the river, which I showed you earlier, yesterday.
Yeah.
I was sitting there chilling. I said to him, look, I'm just going to chill by the river for a little bit, drink this coffee. So I heated up the coffee. It was a nice day. It was warm. I sat in the shade and this little boy was talking to me. Yeah? Oh, what's that? Is that a GoPro? I was like, yeah, there's a GoPro. How much they cost? They're about £300. How do I get that? Have you got a paper round? He goes, oh, I don't know how to get it. I goes, I can't tell you how you're going to get the phone because I'll get into trouble. The only way I could think about is if you've got pocket money, if you've got like a paper round, save up for it. You could buy one or just use a phone. And I was having a nice conversation with him. He stepped over and he went, how long are you going to be? I'm nearly finished, mate. I said, look, if you want to go, and I've become aggressive now, if you want to go, yeah, go and do what you need to do. I'm sitting here, chilling, talking to this boy, yeah. I'll get there when I get there. Oh, I don't have to be like that. I like to show that aggression, do you know what I mean? And that's a side I don't want to really say to someone.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's the rush? Like, for example, my partner knew I wanted to film Cutty Sark, yeah, coming off Cutty Sark from the front of the boat. Is it called the bow at the front?
Yeah, I think so.
Down to the bow to the stern, out the exit and underneath the boat, final shot, yeah? But I had to wait for people to leave. She said, I'll wait for you, Carl, at that bench over there. I'll meet you there. So I know you want to get that shot. I didn't want her to be in shot. And I filmed that shot. Yeah?
Yeah.
When we went to London, she looked online and realised that the Natural History Museum shuts at 10.
Right.
And it's only once a year or whatever. She said, they shut at 10, Cole. I know you want to see the Egyptian part, which we'll do last, and there'll be less people. We can rebook the tickets, like the National Express tickets for a later time.
Yeah.
So we'll get the coach at like 11:30. So obviously it takes time to walk from the Natural History Museum to get the tube station back to Victoria, pick up her stuff from Victoria at the storage place, and then we have to walk from there to the coach station. So we have to sort of leave promptly, do you know what I mean? We have to leave earlier than 10.
Yeah.
So she done that for me, Nat, even though she's tired and fatigued. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, she's obviously a nice person, isn't she?
So she actually said that. She's the one that said, let's go to London and stay in a hotel and we could film at night. But just for the day, like we literally, no, we didn't get a hotel that day. We got there the early coach and then got the late coach at night. But the problem with the summertime, you don't have enough darkness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
because I wanted to film the Tower of London and obviously the Tower Bridge. But when we got to, first of all, I wanted us to have a meal. Yeah, we was at
Yeah.
Leicester Square, but it was a bit rowdy there,
Yeah.
and there was one guy play fighting with his partner quite aggressively, and I looked at him, looked at her, looked at him, looked at her, and I was about to get the cash because I only take cash at the all-you-can-eat buffet, and I thought it's
Okay.
going to be fucking worse. Everyone's fucking drunk, mate. This is not a place for her. You need to leave the area. And I looked at her when I was queuing up for the cash point and went, we need to leave. Let's go and get the tube station, and we go to Tower Hill, which is the tube station for Tower of London.
Yeah.
Then we run out of time. She didn't have the meal we didn't have the sit down meal. I was gutted, but we couldn't have stayed at the Chinese buffet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it would have been horrific. So I had to put her first, and then obviously I showed her the place at Tower Hill where they used to hang people and
Yeah.
and chop people's heads off. So obviously that was a place that everyone was executed.
Yes.
So at least I got to show her that at night. But she's like, obviously I could see she's getting anxious as well. So I was like, right, we're gonna go. We go now. I tried to find a place around that area. There was nowhere to eat. So it was a bad planning in my part. Do you know what I mean? So
It wasn't. You didn't know that was going to happen, did you?
I won't do that again. We'll go back to Earl's Court again because it's quiet and it's a Filipino restaurant. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
at least it's
Look.
that's the phone tower. So at least I've learnt my lesson just to go to Earl's Court because it takes time to get to these places anyway.
Yeah.
So these are all lessons to learn. So this is coming back to James, as in that person who's supposed to be a friend, relationship, girlfriend, friendship. You need to be considerate for the other person and think about their feelings before you open your mouth. But if they're generally being a dick, just tell them. You're actually
Yeah.
being an arsehole. You need to stop. Yeah, you're right, mate. I'm being a bit of a fucking prick. But you have to have an
Do you know
open,
what? If I
honest.
said that to all my friends, I wouldn't have any left.
You got to understand. You got. This is a question that you ask yourself. I fucking deserve better than to be treated like this. When I go out my way to be your friend, and I'll do anything for you. But when you don't do something for me and disrespect me or treat me like dog shit, then I deserve better. So you're not a good friend. It's some people are like, I've had genuine friends. Unfortunately, I lost contact. There's a guy called Steve that I'm friends with. I need to make the effort. See, he's a tattooist. I went to school with him. He's in Portsmouth. Called Touch of Ink. His name's called Steve Hunter. His original name was Steve Day. Really nice guy. He's fucking crazy as fuck. We get on with each other so well.
I've heard of that, a touch of ink.
Touch of Ink, Steve Hunter, his name is. He's got a
don't know
Facebook
his
page.
name, but I know the tattoo shop name for some reason.
Yeah, he got broken into fucking so many times, you know what I mean? He learned from Jim Stanley how to do tattoos.
Yeah.
But he's
Big
an
Jim
actual
is
artist.
one.
Steve's an actual artist. He'll take one dimension of an image and expand it and make it bigger.
I want some more, but I can't have them.
No, I my sleeves are just enough for me. I don't want any more than that. That'll do. But there's a Lady Luck done a really good in Fawcett Road. Is it Fawcett Road or Feston Road?
I don't know. I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, she's called Emma from Lady Luck. She done a really good job on my cover ups. Really good. She's actually a good person to talk to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
she's
lot
done a
of
really good job.
people won't tattoo you if you're on blood thinners.
No,
You bleed too much.
no, that's fair enough though, isn't it? Can you
Hmm.
see the mist? Can you see the mist on the phone tower, which I'm talking about?
I can. I can see it all around the moon as well.
Yeah, you see that? This is okay. Tonight, I could hike tonight, but because of my meltdown and I know that I've got to clear down camp, I can't go out night hiking because I'll be out for hours. Because sometimes I'll stop at a place. For example, when I stopped at after Bleak House Ruins during the day, and I literally hit the sunset, and it was a perfect vlog. I sat on my pack, had my Starbucks, and drunk my Starbucks Frappuccino, had a talk in the camera while I had the sunset behind me. That was such a magic moment. And obviously I had a smoky, but I had this is the second time I've done the hike. In moments like that, I can't get back again, Nat, because that timing was perfect. The colours and all that stuff, I was like, this is perfect. And because I had a successful hike, because the previous one is the same one that I lost my fucking compass. When I got off that tour using the compass, I filmed it to show this path is not directly south. The path is actually southeast from the tour. So I got to experience that at night, but because I got the compass, I got off of it perfectly, got back to the car now, and I went, I fucking did it. And because I was on such a high, I stayed in the car, yeah, and I filmed a sunrise. Got back to the campsite at 7 o'clock in the morning, got my head down, yeah, for 3-4 hours, got up again and went out hiking again.
You're mad.
Yeah, but that's what I like about that campsite. It's so close. And if it goes tits up, yeah, I can just get back to the car. It's not a long walk from the car. Get back in the tent, yeah. Heat up in the car to bring up my temperature, which I use the car to heat me up.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to the tent and I'm safe. That's the whole point in what I do. I go out and I do my hikes. The whole purpose of here was to hike this week, but it's been horrific weather. Today was a perfect day for a hike, but because of my meltdown and I needed to have a shower. And because of having that...
I could smell you all the way from here.
Sorry?
I could smell you all the way from here.
But because I had that shower and because I had that idea, I thought, let's do a fucking live. I'm definitely not gonna have a barbecue. By the time I set up the barbecue, that's an hour, mate. I ain't got an hour.
No.
I'd rather just take that meal deal, which I've already pre-planned, yeah, ahead of time. I'm gonna have that meal deal, yeah, in the tent, eat that, eat the desserts, the pastries that I bought. You know the selections you get in Tesco, like the different types of pastries. Eat that while watching another movie. I done that with Deadpool. I split up into 3 sections every night, and I enjoyed it because I'm in the tent, yeah, watching Deadpool, and I've been waiting to go wild camp so I can watch that film. So I'm gonna watch another film. So that I haven't watched yet, which is I left on my external hard drive. That's why I wanted to get that particular lead so I can watch those movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was worth me getting it because I can actually listen. It doesn't fuck up the earphone jack. So that's my obsession because it come up on Google that it's available. I paid for it online, so click and collect because they sell them quite quick. So I drove there, picked it up, got a McDonald's on the way back because I'm going past McDonald's anyway. And obviously I wasted time doing that. But when it's raining and you can't do shit, I've got something to watch in the tent
Yeah.
with the tipper tapper of the rain. That's why I was pissed off, because that setup is perfect.
It is. I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that as it is. So I'm gonna take a
notes.
couple of night photos of this one, and then I'll publish it when I'm in the car.
Yeah, cool. I'll look at that tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nat.
No problem. Take care of yourself, alright?
Yeah, sorry about the long fucking. How long's this live been? Tell me, how long has it been?
I don't know. Hang
Fucking
on.
3 hours?
Hang on. It doesn't say what time.
Fucking hell.
At least 2. Well, at least
Jesus
2.5.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
fucking trolls today. I think you're my troll insecticide.
Great. Just what I wanted.
You are my pest control. Like, as soon as Nat's on, the fucking trolls are like, fucking don't go on there, she'll tell you, fuck off. But you attract the fucking wasps.
You attract the fucking wasp. You're the wasp whisperer.
I'll
You
see you
live a
later,
bug's
Nat.
life.
I'll see you later, Nat. Otherwise
Yeah,
I'll be
see you
talking
later,
for another
mate.
hour. Thank you so much, mate. I do appreciate you being on the live.
No problem.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
darling. Bye.